Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast and a game between WFZ versus Th000 here on Nomad Isle 1.2. We see Th000 spawning as the purple human player over here at what I'll call the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, over here, WFZ spawning as the red Undead. Undead versus human on a 3-player map. This does look a bit like a triangle or a circle with 3 points in it. I don't quite know how you guys learned your geometry, but I'm sure there's some scientific or mathematical names specifically for that. Crypt now being placed down. You can see an Altar of Darkness and Ziggurat has already come into play as well. So we should be seeing a Death Knight followed up with some ghouls and then some fiends. Meanwhile, coming back over here, we can see speed building on the Altar of Kings. As the Altar of Kings is placed down, we'll see what hero will be coming out of there, and it is the Mountain King. Mountain King, the primary hero for Th000 this time around, perhaps using the strategy similar to when he goes ahead and plays on Echo Isle. There is an expansion straight off here to the north. It could be crept out very, very quickly, very easily. And then all of those militia are going to join in, take down some units, and give that Mountain King level 2. Graveyard has already come into play. The Death Knight now on his way out, as we should be seeing that Mountain King pop out a good 15 to 20 seconds faster than the Death Knight. What is the advantage? Well, the advantage for that is even though you do end up losing a bit of lumber and gold in trying to speed build, you have the added benefit of getting 15 to 20 seconds to try and creep out this creep camp. The Death Knight is very much known for stealing experience from poor human heroes with that very good long-range death coil. Mountain King comes back around. Where is he going? The Mountain King going straight off for the mercenary camp instead, and it looks like a giant sea turtle. This is a 5-4-3-1 creep camp, and you can see that there's just this little hatchling in the back poking away. That Mountain King has taken a bit of damage. There's another hatchling off over there. Are we going to perhaps... Yes, the Troll Shadow Priest has already been hired. That Shadow Priest is not healing anyone. Finally starts the healing action going on as the Mountain King looks to take down the Spider Crab Behemoth and the Spider Crab Limb Ripper. So far, that Mountain King is now at level 2, picks up a Talisman of Evasion. Fairly alright item, as the peasants here will most likely just try and build up a farm. You can see the strategy coming in here from Th000 does very much look like the Echo Isle strategy. The Mountain King is already sitting at level 2. The peasants will come down. Perhaps a new wave of peasants will come in with militia, as the Troll Shadow Priest could easily get off some abolished magic. Mountain King gonna get healed back up. You can see he's already at 540 some odd hit points and rising as more peasants are coming back here. It looks like Th000 doesn't really care about the Undead player trying to cause some harassment here. Peasants now coming back around as the Mountain King is just getting some free experience without much harassment. Mountain King already sitting at level 2 with 270 mana. Very effective as there's one abolished magic to try and run away. Will it be able to get back in time? There's the Death Coil. There goes the Troll Shadow Priest. Bit of a victory there by WFZ in order to deny that extra amount of healing. Now, plenty of corpses on the ground, more skeletal warriors now walking around here, and this has been the strong strategy for Undead players as of late. Just pressure with one hero with one rod of necromancy while all of your ghouls do all of their work. You can see that the Acolyte has come over here, and Death Coil, beautiful steal once more by Baron Morte. WFZ as is the Death Knight going to get surrounded? Yes, he is. A quick surround here. It looks as though one footman will get taken down. That is still a better trade there, as the Mountain King is taking a little bit of damage, but the Death Knight falls at level 1. It has always been a question, do you let your level 1 hero die when it is surrounded? Some argue yes, some argue no. Yes, because you do not have to replace a very, very expensive 350 point town scroll. All it costs is 170 to resurrect your hero, and the resurrection is rather fast. No, because that Mountain King is now already sitting at level 3, and those Stormbolts are just going to be that much better. Claws of Attack +6. Alongside that Talisman of Evasion, we should be seeing some Arcane Towers being constructed as well. Let's look at it. Plenty of lumber. What exactly is going on? I'm not quite sure. as the Mountain King now makes his way out to do a bit of scouting. There is still this Goblin Merchant Shop right here. You can see that the Hawk is there. And oh, that Mountain King quickly comes in, picks up Boots of Speed, sells the Talisman of Evasion, as the Vile Temptress is not going to be able to do much of anything else. Oh, what is that Mountain King doing except for taking free hits? Oh, that Mountain King taking a lot of damage before he does head back. Meanwhile, Th000 sitting off over here should be setting up a new town hall here in just a moment. Coming back over here, Mountain King may try and get some easy kills. Mountain King does have plenty of mana, but doesn't want to engage against that Death Knight. Death Knight with Crypt Fiends. Even at level 3, those Stormbolts are just negated by level 1 Death Coil. Skeletal minions now making their way through once more. Guard tower and guard towers being constructed. The peasants are just wandering around here. As you can see that the town hall is still just being built. Meanwhile, back off over here, the guard towers are now done. It looks as though those peasants are going to be saved ever so barely. Those guard towers shooting those arrows and taking down those skeletal minions without much effort. Death Knight and Crypt Fiends now making their way off to the north. Perhaps we'll see a level 3 Death Knight here in just a second. This is a 744 creep camp, very similar to the creep camp on Turtle Rock, as the giant sea turtle is quickly going to get taken down. You can see that those skeletal minions are doing a fair bit of damage as we now transfer over to the other giant sea turtle. Lich is already out, and he has his own rod of necromancy as well. Finally, the last gargantuan sea turtle will get focused down here. We can see the Mountain King picking up a goblin shredder, may try and place down another farm. And by getting up another farm, he'll always have the ability to hire zeppelins or use that reveal to reveal any possible shades that are inside his army. You can take a look. The Null Poacher going to get taken down here. Also, another Footman going to get taken down as well. As we are now in the middle part of this game, we'll see how long this middle part does go for, as the Mountain King and Death Knight and Lich are just trying to build up stronger armies. Death Knight sitting at level 2, so close to level 3. Lich currently sitting at level 1. As the Lich now makes his way over, we can see that we are all at Halls of the Dead. We are not at Black Citadel just quite yet. You can see level 3 now on the Death Knight, and WFZ has a bit of an advantage. He doesn't have the extra base, which is definitely gonna go well for Th000, but Th000 has yet to really harvest enough gold to really make this base worth it. If this base is not worth it as of yet, and this base gets taken down, this game may be over rather quickly. As you can see, the peasants are, I thought they were repairing this one particular goblin shredder. It is a mechanical unit. Obsidian statue now coming in from the back. Are we going to see a fair amount of healing? I do believe so. Goblin shredder now tries to make its way in, and that is going to be a lot of damage on this one goblin shredder. Goblin shredder down to 137 hit points. It looks like it will get taken down. There's a death coil to heal, as we now see that the goblin shredder has been taken down. Also, a quick Frost Nova, I believe, by the Lich to slow down, and so many units are slowed here that Th000 really doesn't have much that he can do. Militia just completely getting countered. There is one burrowed Crypt Fiend, and that burrowed Crypt Fiend at 82 hit points. Are we going to perhaps see a reveal? That's the problem now, as you can see the Obsidian statue is healing back up. Oh, one Crypt Fiend unable to make its way into the ground fast enough, as it does get taken down. Mountain King still nearby. Obsidian statue keeping the army alive. There's the reveal, and oh, a death coil right after of Stormbolt to get the save, but that unit still falls. More ghouls now making their way over, as WFZ really bringing down the pain here and starting to just pummel this base. All right, you can see that the Arcane Vault may get taken down. All of the units are backing here, and so far, yes, I have to agree with you, Greenfield. This is looking very good for WFZ and the Undead army. A 3-2 versus a level 4. Also, tier 1, only at tier 1 for Th000, as he is not yet done with his upgrade to keep. You can see double or meat wagons just launching those bodies over here at that keep. It may force peasants to try and repair, as the Crypt Fiends ghouls are going to be making a move over. There you go. You can see that the Mountain King and Ogre Maulers coming back into a fight here. That one Ogre Mauler going to back off, as the Mountain King just absolutely destroying ghouls very easily, but Death Coil onto a Troll Berserker, now causing issues as well. You can see that the that the peasants are now just trying to push back here. Apparently WFZ is just causing, or both of the players are just complaining about the lag, as you now have the meat wagon still doing a little bit of dancing around. All right, let's take a look. There goes one. It looks like another one will get taken down. Lich is still currently surrounded. Is it going to get taken out? Yes, there's a death coil saving the Lich, giving him a little bit more hit points. Is he going to be able to? Yes, he gets a frost armor down. Squirrel Town Portal was transferred, but not in time, as the Lich falls at level 2. This is problematic. All right, are we going to perhaps see enough? Or is the Death Knight going to be able to perhaps take down some more of these peasants? As you can see that this meat wagon, even with Unholy Aura, not fast enough to get away from all of these units. Crypt Fiends now still wandering around here. What are they going to be going next? It looks like the 5-4-3-1-1 creep camp is what's next on the agenda. So very happy that he was able to fend off the attack almost to level 5 already. Just one more experience or one more kill from a unit, if he is the lone recipient of that experience, will get him to level 5. And level 3 Stormbolt is really a completely different spell altogether, as the damage, I believe, is 350 hit points compared to 225, and that extra little bit of hit points does go a long way to taking down all of those units. Essentially, it is 20% is it 20%? Yeah, it is 20% of a Crypt Fiend's life, or almost 20% of a Crypt Fiend's life, meaning that that unit will pretty much be stunned, look around, and then fall over if there are enough footmen to try to take down those Crypt Fiends. Coming back around, Goblin Zeppelin now doing another push. Undead looking very strong, though. He has all of his army pretty much at full hit points. Let's take a look at what's going to be happening next. You can see also the Crypt Fiends are just walking their way in, and WFZ losing another unit there. You can see that there is mass defend by Th000, and now with mass defend against Crypt Fiends, I gotta give the advantage to Th000. Th000 just attempting to take down all these units. You can see that he is now fighting on Blight, pocket Blight, so to speak, in order to save his units. The Death Knight may try to save that Crypt Fiend. No, does not try to save it. Goblin Zeppelin picked up and dropped back off again, as we do lose that Crypt Fiend there. All right, it looks as though the Mountain King now trying to back off. It does have level 5, could get off another Stormbolt, and oh, one more shot should do it. But is it going to work, though? Is the Death Knight going to be able to actually catch up? Yes, it does. And now with that Ring of Regeneration, so good at dealing with long battles. You can see the regeneration on that Death Knight. The Death Knight probably regenerating close to 3 to 5 mana or hit points a second, even higher possibly, and that is going to go a long way. The Death Knight now still trying to engage here, quickly takes down another, or no, just goes after the Mountain King. The Mountain King is still a very clear and present threat. Mountain King seen at level 5 as well. Death Knight still seen at level 4, as another Crypt Fiend goes down. The Blood Mage, now sitting at level 2, will always have plenty of mana. There is the GG. WFZ loses game 1 to Th000 here on Dire Brook. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.